Okay. Hey there. My name is Dr. Cozy. It's really nice to meet you. Give me just a second so I can pull up your chart, okay? Okay. So we have you here because you are experiencing some double vision. Okay. Okay, and a blind spot. Which eye? Okay. Is it there all the time? Does it come and go? Okay, so it lasts for, okay. And how frequently are you seeing this? Okay. Have you noticed if there's anything that perhaps triggers it? Like, for example, if you've spent a long time staring at a computer screen, or if you haven't been sleeping well? Okay. Any other symptoms that are accompanying this? Okay. And you said that you're experiencing some double vision. Are you seeing that double vision vertically or horizontally? Vertically, so it's like it's stacked. Okay. Is there any blurred vision that's accompanying the double vision or any kind of distortion? Okay, so it's some vertical streaking. Okay. Have you been diagnosed with astigmatism in the past? You have? Okay, so this is different than what you're used to. Okay. Okay. And I see that you do wear glasses. Okay. Are you wearing contacts right now? No, you're not. Okay. Okay. Any floaters or streaking flashes? Sorry, not streaking. Any floaters or flashes? Okay. No. Okay. And have you been experiencing any sensation of eye strain lately? Okay. Alright. Alright. So first thing really quickly I'd like to do is have you stare at me right here in between my eyebrows, okay? I'm going to hold up different fingers on each hand. I want you to tell me how many fingers you see me holding up while not removing your gaze from right here, okay? Okay. So, do your best to keep your eyes open, but if you need to blink, that's totally okay. And continue staring right here for me. Now keep looking right in between my eyebrows. I want you to say light every time you see my light in your peripheral vision. Okay, and then continuing staring right here. Tell me when you see my light. Okay, tell me when you see it leave. Good. Same thing. Tell me when you see my light. Okay, tell me when you no longer see it. Good, okay. Last thing with the pen light, I'd just like you to hold your head very still for me, okay? And just follow my light just using your eyes. Intense eye contact is over. And is it okay if I touch you? Thank you, okay. I may or may not need to, but I would like to make sure that there's no kind of swelling present. Can I have you look up for me? I'm going to hold your eyelids up if that's okay, so I can see when you look down. Okay, look down. Alright. I'm just going to very lightly press around the eye. Let me know if you experience any kind of discomfort or tenderness in any of these areas. Not noticing anything concerning. A little bit of under eye puffiness, but that's nothing too Right, how about we all experience that? Take a look with my ophthalmoscope. So try to keep your eyes open for me. Looks good. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to use my big eye microscope here, okay? And that's going to let me see very closely your corneas and the surface of your eye to see if there are any kind of issues that may be contributing to the double vision. If I'm not able to see anything, then we do have a cornea specialist that we do refer to who may be able to provide more insight and see things with equipment that we just don't have here, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to pull this forward. Alright. So, alright. Let's have you rest your chin here on the chin rest. And I can lower it a little here if that makes it more comfortable. Okay. How is that? Is there any discomfort? Okay, good. So that I'm gonna move this over here. turn off some of these lights here. And turn this down. Okay. So, rest your head. Yep, forehead right up against that line. Your chin. And you're comfortable. There's no neck strain. Okay, good. All right. Just gaze directly ahead. Let's have you look to the right. Okay. And then to the left. Alright, and back to the center. Just gaze directly ahead. Going to hold this right over your eye, just like so. Keep staring straight ahead. Over here at my finger. Okay, and straight ahead. Okay. You can go ahead and remove your head from the chin rest, okay? Okay. Turn back on some lights. Okay. So I'm not seeing any kind of surface changes or surface abnormalities on exam that I can use towards a diagnosis, unfortunately. I am, however, going to really quickly, just using my aspheric lens, take a really close-up look at your eyes without the slit lamp. So I'm just going to really hold this up close. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. So, from what I am able to see, and let me see if I can find something to draw on. This will work. So, the scans that my assistant did when you first came in showed basically what your cornea looks like. And for somebody who has astigmatism, it often looks something like this, okay? However, yours looks more like this. So that does account for the visual changes. However, why you suddenly started seeing them when you didn't before remains to be seen, which is why I would like to refer you to a cornea specialist. I am going to do a couple more tests with you though before we end this. So okay. All right. So actually, I put this away prematurely. That's going to put one in there. Okay. I want you to stare straight ahead. And I want you to tell me, is my light brighter here or here? How about, is it brighter here or here? Here, here, and here, here, and here, here. Okay. Is this red the same here as it is here? How about here, 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 and here, here. All right. So now that I have been shining a bunch of lights in your eyes, I would like to use my vision chart. And the reason I'd like to use this now is because your eyes should be feeling a little bit tired. So whichever line you feel most comfortable being able to read, can you read it for me? Okay. And did you see any distortion there? Alright, are you able to read any of the lines on this row? Or any of the letters, I mean. Okay, so you are seeing double. Alright. Can you tell me what number this is? How about this one? And here? Okay. Is that double vision equal in both eyes? Okay, let's have you cover your left, and can you read this for me again? Okay, now cover your right. Read again. Okay, so the right is worse. Okay. Okay, so we do have a cornea specialist that we do like to refer to. They are in our network and they take all of the same exact insurances that we do here. All right. I'm going to send them a copy of your chart notes today and my findings, and then they will contact you to set up an appointment. They're very good about that. I would expect to hear from them in probably 2 or 3 business days, because these all go through the referral department of the hospital, which can take a little bit of time to sort out, but they do always get to where they need to go. Okay? Okay. In the meantime, I want you to be careful with driving, especially if that double vision is feeling very pronounced, alright? If you need to go somewhere too far, I would suggest getting a ride. If you start noticing that double vision is exacerbating, or you are seeing that blind spot, I would encourage you to stop whatever it is that you're doing and rest your eyes, especially if you're looking at a screen. It may be helpful to spend some time maybe reading books instead of looking at a screen, but up to you. Sometimes lights can create an ocular migraine when you have a lot of eye strain and eye issues going on. So just be gentle with yourself, okay? Okay. Do you have any questions for me? Okay. Well, if you happen to think of any, please feel free to give me a call, okay? Okay. If you're ready, then I'm going to go ahead and walk you out.